Hi, I'm Jamie of Color Flutter Creations, and lately I've been focused on finding balance. And today I'm spending some creative time building a floral pocket tag with a hummingbird focal point, and I'll be combining this filigree pocket tag die, this elegant trellis background die, and then the God Will Meet All Your Needs die from Pixi Dust Design to create this layered tag. So let's really get started. I've got my base here already cut out, and then the inside tag as well. And it has this die that has that nice stitched element around it. And I've already cut out the elegant trellis as well. The first thing I want to do is I want to do some extra scoring along the lines that we are going to fold to create the pocket piece of our tag. So I've got my Altenew scoreboard out, and I'm just going to kind of go gently in those grooves of the already debossed lines that we're going to fold. I find that this really does help when you need to have a good crisp crease on that fold line. I then fold along each of those score lines and just make sure that it is really good and creased. I then used liquid adhesive on each of those little flaps like you can see here. And then I'm just going to kind of fold those to the back of the tag. And I'm going to really press it to make sure that is nice and secure. And then I'm also going to make sure that it's really lined up along the edge. And here is the tag where the insert just slips right on in, and you can see that beautiful filigree. I love that detail, and just it really does kind of make everything elevated and so elegant. So now I want to take the inside tag die and I want to cut out the shape but using the trellis background. And as you can see, this will fit too. So you can actually, cut out that background trellis just once and then die cut out of it twice. And then I'm just taking some liquid adhesive and I'm placing that trellis background piece right on top of my tag. I make sure that the edges are really stuck down, and I go in with additional liquid adhesive if needed. I just love the dimension that this creates in such a simple way. Here's where, well, if I can hold on to anything and not throw it, here's what that looks like. All right, so I want to do a little bit of ink blending. So I have some Concord and Ninth ink here and my waffle flower background blending brush. And I'm just going to kind of add a little halo effect. This is going to make the portion that we're inking really have more depth and dimension with this trellis overlay on it. I really love this effect. You can see the trellis is darker in the ink, and then the background just of the tag is lighter. We can set that aside, and then let's move on to the hummingbird elements. We have the body of the hummingbird, and you can see all of the deboss lines. So you're going to know exactly where to place all of the other pieces. In this curvature where the eye is, you will need to actually color that in, and I'll show you what we do. So the head kind of lays over, then you have the beak piece, of course, that goes along the beak, the breast of the hummingbird, and you can see those deboss lines of where the little ripples of the breast are, whatever, that you know exactly where to put that. And then that tail piece actually goes behind, and then we have the back, the feet, and then that little piece goes on top of the wing. So let's get it put together so you can see exactly how this comes to life. And here's a closer look at the eye piece, and that is what we need to start with. So I am going to just take a black marker that I have, and I'm going to color in the area of the eye. And that way it's already black when we go to put the actual head die cut piece over this. Then using liquid adhesive, I place that head piece over the eye. Here's a close-up of what that looks like. Now you could use many different things also for the eye if you wanted to. You could put a gem or a pearl, something along those lines. Use pops of color if you want to add even more dimension. I'm then going to go ahead and layer on the beak. And I'm also going to use liquid adhesive on this, but get a scrap piece of cardstock and I'm going to kind of dab where I put the glue. This is just to kind of help make sure it just doesn't squish out the sides because I only need a thin amount, but it's hard to get that sometimes. So having that scrap piece of paper on hand when you have these really thin pieces is just very helpful. I'm then going to go ahead and put on the breast of the hummingbird. And I actually ended up kind of messing up. I should have put it on, but I thought I did it wrong. So I ended up kind of taking off my head a little bit and then putting the breast on and then the head back on. So, whatever. Just I think both ways honestly kind of look good. My prototype that I did, I did it the correct way. But still, I still think that this looks just beautiful and it's just a different way you can do it. And then I put on the back of the bird so you can see that it goes right along the edge of everything. And even the pieces that are the individual die cuts here, they have the debossed areas too on them. So it's just really easy to line everything up. So once I put the back on, I'm then going to put the tail feathers on of the hummingbird. And they actually, like I mentioned before, go on the back. So I'm just putting liquid adhesive there. And then I'm going to line it up where, I think that it goes. And whether that's short or longer, you can dip it down and get a whole different effect on that if you wanted to. But that's the way that I did mine. Then we have that smaller blue piece here, and this goes on the wing. So there is a debossed area on the wing that you can see exactly where to put it. It's right there, and it just fits nicely along the edge as well. And so once I have that glued together, I can then put it on the back of the bird. I don't know what exact placement the wing should be, so mine is kind of going up, I think, a bit more, as if the bird is, I don't know, its wings are just more in an up position, but I could see, you making a whole different look of the hummingbird if you just tilt the wing differently. I then can put on the feet, and I really like that. I mean, could you just take some scrap cardstock and, ink blend the feet? Yes. But having these little pieces while they're little, having them really makes the feet or the legs three-dimensional. So you're adding that additional depth and dimension there that just makes it look more realistic. So I really appreciate that there's this thoughtfulness with the Pixi Dust Designs dies. Whether it's the debossing, the other features that they make, try to have when it comes to dimensions within the dies, I really like that. And here is the hummingbird all done, and I think that just looks great. We then can go to our flowers. So with the flowers, you can see that I have them kind of broken out for you. And starting with the top, I then kind of layered going to the bottom. You also have like these other little pieces that you could make any kind of color and stems that go on them. And then you have, of course, the vines or um, stems of whatever they are. I don't know if these are supposed to be on vines or not. But my thought process here is as well is kind of where I think you could honestly take each of these different layers of these flowers and do them completely different each time and you'd get a whole different look. So that's another idea. For my tag, I put the stems or those vines on the back already on my inside tag, and I'm just slipping that inside of the pocket so I know exactly where the flowers do not need to dip below. I don't want any flowers to go below that pocket line. But I already took the vines and I curved them around the top of the tag. And that way we can have a nice kind of cascading effect of these florals coming around the top. So I just put each of the flowers on and then I fill it all in with the leaves. And I think I probably could have done more. I like to do a lot of leaves and a lot of tucking and stuff like that, but in the end I went with the amount I had and it looks just beautiful, but I you could fill this out a lot more if you really wanted to. And you can see the tag up there. I do think that turned out really beautiful. So for the hummingbird, I want to put that on the front of my pocket. So I'm going to use my inside tag to kind of just figure out placement. And I tucked a scrap piece of cardstock into the pocket so that I wouldn't glue my hummingbird to the back of the tag. Since I'm making this as an elegant gift tag, I picked a sentiment from my stash that just says a gift for you, and I'm placing that on the inside tag right above that hummingbird. And in the die set, there is a separate piece, which is the reinforcement for the tag. So I already cut that out of the same cardstock, so it's going to match and have the same coloring. And I'm just going to stick that on at the top of the tag. Now, I think that if you did something really colorful, you could just change this piece. You could make it, cut it out of a metallic cardstock so it looks metal or something along those lines. I like that, again, there's this just another level of attention to detail with their dies. And there is the tag and the pocket and just putting it in there. I think you could write on the back of this tag. You could write on the back of the pocket. I so many options with this one, but I think it turned out so beautiful. I love this hummingbird and using just different types of cardstocks and colors, you could just have a rainbow of hummingbirds. We have all this dimension on that tag that just slips right into the pocket. So what do you think about this project and this tag? What is your favorite element? Is it the beautiful hummingbird, the florals, the pocket tag itself? I'm curious. I want to know. So this used the Pixie Dust Designs, God Will Meet All Your Needs, which is that hummingbird and the flowers. Then that elegant trellis background die, which we used on the inside tag. The filigree pocket tag die, and that is of course what has this beautiful pocket and filigree element in the front. I just absolutely love this. I think it turned out so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me, and I truly appreciate you being here. Please help me out by clicking the like button for this video and be sure to subscribe so that you're notified of more crafty fun in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for supporting me by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.